Hi, everyone. Welcome to Meditation Wave. My name is Pina, and I'd like to thank you for joining. And I'd like to thank Healthletica for continuing to do their part to help keep us physically distant, but together in spirit. Thank you so much. So if you haven't already done so, please come meet me on your mat. And remember, this is your practice, and you're at home. So make yourself comfortable. Go and run and grab a blanket to cover yourself up with during Shavasana, or a towel or a pillow to roll up and place under your knees or to sit on. And tonight, once again, we are going to connect our body, our mind, our spirit to get in touch with our true, authentic self. And we're going to do that by using yoga or some of the limbs of yoga. So we're going to use yoga postures, asanas. We're going to use yoga mudras. We're going to use our breath, pranayama. And all of these modalities are going to help us create a little space inside where we can catch a glimpse of who we really are. So please be seated on your mat comfortably. So your sit bones are down, your legs can be crossed in lotus, in half lotus. Or if that's too much pressure on your low back, you can extend your legs out in front of you. And we're going to be using the mudra of knowledge. And mudras are hand placements that are believed to redirect or direct energy in our body. So we're awakening the latent energies, and we're using that as well to naturally heal us and naturally calm us. So you place lightly your thumb and forefinger, the tips together, the other three fingers are up straight, palms facing up, the backs of your hands are resting on your thighs, on your knees. And this is your yoga. So you participate as much as you want, or you can take a more passive approach. Many students are telling me that they're using the meditation to help them sleep, which is perfect. And if you do choose to do that, the issue of how do I do the asanas, how do I do the postures, you imagine that you're doing them. There are many studies that have been reproduced around the world that show that whether you're actually doing something, including exercise, so whether you're doing something or imagining that you're doing it, your body uses the same muscles because your brain can't really tell the difference. That's why our thoughts and our feelings and our self-talk is so important, because it has energetically lasting effects on us, and we can be harming ourselves by not having pure, kind thoughts. So let's take a moment to find our centering breath as we're seated. Eyes are closed, shoulders down away from the ears. Release the jaw, release the belly. And for a few moments, our mind turns inward. as we observe the movement of our breath. Our breath flows. It's cool on the inhale and warm on the exhale. And if our abdomen is soft, we feel it rising and falling. And our centering breath creates a tiny little space. Can you notice your true, authentic self? Can you sense a being that is not your body and is not your thoughts? And yet there's something there, something deeper, something more still. And let's release the mudra and stretch your arms up as high as you can. Cross the arms over. Place the palms of your hands on the floor or on your thighs and drop your head, drop your shoulders. And we're just going to begin to stretch out the major muscle groups. Get any tension out of the bigger joints, just so that we have the least amount of tension in our body when we are reclining in our corpse pose. And remember to breathe and leave your belly relaxed. And feel a little tug in the back of your neck, the tops of your shoulders. And just let gravity pull our head down. One more breath. And then with an inhalation, uncross the arms. Exhalation, extend the legs as you straighten your back. And place the soles of your feet together. And then gently draw your feet into your body. And we're looking for a stretch in your hips and your pelvis. And the closer you bring your feet to your body, the deeper the stretch will be. And this time your hands can be on your feet, on your ankles, on your thighs again. And once again, we're going to drop the head, drop the shoulders, keep them down away from the ears. And you're going to feel a stretch a little bit lower down your back. And we're just going to loosen up, release all the tension that's collected there the whole week. And as your head is bowed down, I'd like you to bring your awareness into the base of your spine, into your root chakra. It's an energy center that is probably pretty mucked up these days because this chakra represents our sense of security and well-being. And it may be just a little bit shaken these days. And I'd like you to imagine that there are roots growing from your from the base of your spine, down your legs, and then from the soles of your feet, the roots reach down into the earth. And your roots become entwined with all living things. And we know now that trees have very complex root systems which support each other and support the earth. And humans are the same. Our roots are energetic. They're connected to all of humanity. They're connected to the earth. They're connected to nature. And I'd like you to imagine that the earth is feeding you through your roots. A green, healing, clean energy that rises up through the soles of your feet, into your ankles, your calves, up your legs, your knees, and as it climbs up through your body, it heals any pain or any inflammation, up into your hips, into your spine, into your shoulders, down the arms, and the energy flows out your fingertips. It comes up through your neck into the base of your skull and down the front of your body, healing, calming, releasing into your chest, your abdomen, your pelvis, down your legs, and then back into the earth, out through your toes. And this energy is so abundant that you can use it to replenish anytime you need it. We chose to manifest here. We are connected to the earth in more ways than we know. And inhale and straighten your back, keeping your eyes closed. And observe your breath. Now I'd like you to place your hands on your hips. I'd like to just awaken our heart chakra and our throat chakra. So gently, mindfully, bring your elbows behind your back and causing a natural curve in your chest. So your chest is kind of jutting out. And just notice that feeling, the energy swirling there. And I'd like you to lift your face to the sky, exposing your neck and your throat chakra. We're just gently activating them. Just all the latent energies are waking up. And now with an inhalation, straighten your back. With an exhalation, straighten your legs. And mindfully come to your hands and knees in a tabletop position. So nice wide hands placed underneath your shoulders. Your knees are under your hips. And I'd like you to drop your spine until it hangs in a U shape. So mindfully, vertebra by vertebra, drop it down. And when you get down to your lumbar spine, just wiggle your hips a little bit and get those last couple of lower back vertebra decompressed. And just feel how good that feels to have no tension in your back, to decompress. Just let it hang, let gravity do its work. And you're following the rhythm of your breath as you stay connected. And then with an inhalation, the back curls up like a scared cat. An exhalation, you release it back down into that U shape. Inhalation, the spine comes up, the hips come forward, shoulders back. And exhalation, release the spine. Your head comes up this time, so you feel a pull down the front of your body. And now I'd like you to do that movement several times, following your own breath. And really make sure that you're using your core muscles and your back core muscles to lift and mindfully lower the spine. So the movement is coming from the spine. And a few more times. Inhale, exhale, following your own breath. Amazing. And back to neutral. Now I'd like you to drop down onto your belly, placing your chin on your hands. And we'll prepare for Sphinx pose, a very ancient yoga asana, and traditionally known to bring heat to the body and destroy disease and awaken Kundalini. So again, another latent energy. And we're going to start at the feet. So the tops of your feet are on the floor, soles of your feet facing up, and your legs are slightly apart. And your legs are down slightly apart from each other. And you're going to engage the buttocks, push your pelvis down to the floor so it's glued there. And your arms are close to your body, elbows underneath the shoulders, your forearms just on the mat in front of you, just like a sphinx. And this will naturally bring a very intense stretch to your low back as your chest gently comes forward, your neck is relaxed and long, and your eyes are downward, gazing at a spot a foot or two ahead of you. And if this is too intense, please just drop back down to your chin, or else if you can stay here, it's such a very beneficial posture as we breathe through, and remember to keep your buttocks tight. That protects your lower back. And if we can manage even 5 or 6 breaths here, it's amazing. Feel the sensations in your body. If you feel a tightness somewhere, bring your awareness there and then mindfully and intentionally release those muscles. And that'll take you deeper into the stretch. And one more breath. And then to release this posture, we're going to place our arms alongside our body, palms facing up, and drop down onto our right ear. And now this is a complete release of every muscle in your body. So your feet are going to fall away from each other. Your shoulders drop down, touching the mat. Your ear is down. Release the jaw, close the eyes, and just breathe. And we're going to release any tension that the posture caused in our body. breath, and then lift your head and gently turn. Place your left ear on the floor. And once again, close the eyes, release the jaw. Relax the shoulders right down. Release the spine, the buttocks, the legs. Let gravity pull you into the mat. Nicely done. And now mindfully roll over onto your back and place your feet on the floor. Your knees are pointing to the ceiling. Your arms are out in the shape of a cross or a T. We're preparing for the supine twist. So I want you to gently drop both knees over to the right as you turn your head to look at your left shoulder. So this is going to cause a subtle twist in your spine. You'll feel a stretch on the outside of your leg. And if your neck is too uncomfortable looking in the opposite direction, you can keep your head at neutral at center. The eyes are closed. This is a very passive posture. So you're going to once again sink into it as if you're falling asleep. Palms face upward. And mindfully feel your shoulders on the mat. And mindfully travel down your spine, releasing vertebra by vertebra, muscle by muscle. And notice how much you're still holding on to even after 20 minutes or so of yoga. We just, it's like a habit. We hold on. We hold on especially to our abdomen, shoulders, and neck. So in this posture, you're actually massaging your lower intestines, your inner organs. Another very beneficial posture that's practiced sometimes for upwards of 30 minutes. And as you breathe through it, now with the next breath, I'd like you to bring your head back to neutral, your legs, your knees back to neutral, back to center, and then mindfully drop both knees over to the left, this time turning your head to look at your right shoulder if you can. So the secret here, like a way to kind of gauge yourself, is to make sure that both shoulders are still on the mat. So when you look over to your right shoulder, if your left shoulder's lifting off the mat, you need to just turn your head more toward the middle until both shoulders are flat. And once again, the eyes are closed. Release the jaw, release the belly. Mindfully move down the spine. Feel the stretch outside your hip. And just as if you're falling asleep here. We'll stay here for another couple of breaths. Now with an exhalation, on your next exhale, bring your head back to center, your knees back to center, and now place your hands on each knee and start to make these little circles in a clockwise direction We're going to massage the lower back, releasing the tension there even further. So just in case the posture added a bit of tension, we're going to try to let it go by massaging the lower back in this way. And counterclockwise, little circles. And now bring the knees back to center. And again, with a hand on each knee, I'd like you to mindfully open up your knees to either side of your body. So you're exposing your pelvis. This is our sacral chakra. So you're exposing your pelvis to the sky. This is a very vulnerable posture for many of us because the associations with it are very deeply ingrained. So we've been taught to, don't show your private sit with your legs closed, protect the family jewels. There's a lot of shame and insecurity attached to the sacral chakra. But it's also the seat of our creativity. And it's the place where we allow pleasure and joy and love to enter our lives. So for me, vulnerability and creativity and love go hand in hand. How can we be creative? How can we let love and joy enter our lives if we are not vulnerable? How can we be authentic? How can we be real if we don't show our vulnerability? So I think by mindfully bringing awareness to our sacral chakra, we are making friends with our vulnerability. We're more comfortable with it. And we're able to spontaneously love and create and have joy. Now, using your hands, bring your knees back together and then mindfully bring your legs down, extend them on your mat as we prepare for corpse pose. And again, you're at home and this is your practice, so grab a pillow, roll up a towel, place it under your knees, cover yourself with a blanket if you need to. Make yourself comfortable. And tonight I will leave you in Shavasana because we're not in a yoga studio. We don't have to, get up and go home. Most of you are probably already home. And I don't want to interrupt you. You may want to meditate longer. You may want to fall asleep. So when you choose to awaken from your Shavasana, remember to do it slowly and mindfully by starting to bring movements into your extremities, like your fingers, your toes, and flutter your eyes open. And bring yourself back to the present moment. And as you do so, please consider the concept of rebirth, because as we go into Shavasana, I'm going to ask you to release everything that came before this very moment. Everything. And just come to right now. Just you on your mat and nothing else. And so when you awaken from your corpse pose, you have the opportunity to be reborn. Because in corpse pose, our body restores ourselves, our cells restore themselves, they renew, they regenerate. You've let go of all your thoughts. It's a great opportunity to start again. And so feel yourself being supported by your mat. Let the feet fall away from each other. And the legs are just far enough apart to release any pressure in your low back. Your arms are slightly away from your body, palms facing up. Feel the shoulders on the mat. Feel your head supported. Relax the forehead, close the eyes. Let the eyes sink deep into their sockets. Relax all the muscles in your face. Release the jaw. Let the tongue fall to the back of the mouth. Relax the neck, relax the throat muscles. Relax the shoulders down, the back, the spine, every vertebra one by one. Release the muscles around the spine. Let your lower back relax and open. Release the hips, the buttocks, thighs. Relax the knees, the calves, the shins. Let the ankles relax. Release the soles and the arches of your feet, the tops of your feet. Feel your energy flowing out the toes. Relax the arms, the biceps, the elbows, the forearms. Release the wrists, the backs of the hands, the palms of your hands. Feel the tingling in your fingertips. That's your own healing energy. It has been awakened. Relax the chest. Release the rib cage. Release the abdomen. And if the abdomen is soft, you'll feel it rising and falling with the movement of your breath. And feel the breath, how it flows like waves washing up on a beach. The air is cool as it enters your body and warm as you exhale. Bring stillness to your mind. Imagine your thoughts as fluffy white clouds floating in an endless blue sky. and watch your thoughts just drift away. And now bring your awareness into the area of your heart in the center of your chest. And imagine all those whom you love and everyone who loves you. Imagine their smiling faces. Hear their laughter in your ears. Feel blessed to know and love and have love return to you. And let that love fill your chest. Let it move down your body and fill every cell in your body with love. And the love is so strong that it flows out of your pores, out of your fingertips, out of your toes. It emanates from your chest. And it fills the room around you. And each time you breathe, you're breathing in love. And that love is for you. Now bring gratefulness into your heart by thinking of all the things that you're appreciative of in your life. The air you breathe, a comfortable bed, food and water and shelter. Think of all the things that you're grateful for. And now think of the theme of forgiveness. Buddha said, holding resentment in your heart is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to die. It would be like if you could let go of all resentment. If you could let go of old pain, old hurts, old grievances. And perhaps you're not ready quite to forgive, and that's okay. That's okay. But what about the thought of one day thinking about what forgiveness would mean? What it would mean to let it all go and live with an open heart. And now bring your awareness back into your breath. abdomen is soft, you'll feel it rising and falling like waves on an ocean. Your whole body moves with the inhale and then with the exhale. Your energy has been stirred and it's powerful. It's healing. It's calming. And for the next few moments, with each breath, you sink deeper and deeper into this calm, healing feeling. Be good. Be safe. Be nice. Namaste.